Martin, Executive Director, founder of Geekletes.
Jeremy Young, Geekletes player, playmaker, sharpshooter, archetype.
Roger Caneda, General Manager of MavsGaming.
Awesome, let's go. So, it's a pretty interesting moment right now for you. You have Roger next to you. You've been having some good games. I've heard you very communicative, which is dope. That's a good skill set to have. Talk to us about your games. Give us your overall perspective of all of your games today, and give us your last game. Things that you could have done well, things that you could have that you didn't do well, things that you know for a fact that it wasn't you, meaning your teammate, communication in regards to the teams. Just give us a good basis of everything that you've experienced today.
Okay. Well, through most of the combine, I've just been experiencing trying to help lead random people, the victory, and it's kind of difficult because some people, they know how to play, but they don't know the aspects of winning, when to get 2 shots with the shot clock, how to control time and the pace of the game. A lot of people aren't used to the simulation style, so they're rushing up and down the court. But as of today, with people getting more accustomed to everything, it's getting a lot easier. I feel like some of the bad apples have been weeded out. A lot of people, they're starting to, I guess, pay attention to social media or other people because they're doing a lot of off-ball picks now. It's not so many people picking in the middle of the court, but it's still people doing it, but not, a lot of people. But in all, it's been a good experience today. I'm just trying to pick and choose my spots. Being a point guard, you don't want to lose, but you don't want to force the issue either and, throw up 25, 30 shots when, you're trying to get other teammates involved and get them shots. Because if people aren't shooting the ball, they're not involved, they don't want to play. Exactly. It's just point blank period.
For sure.
Look at LeBron
Especially
and
at this
Isaiah.
moment. Yeah, right.
Isaiah was like, oh, I'm gone. And then last night in Dallas, he drops off 22. So.
Exactly. That makes sense. So talk to us about playing inside of the facility. What is that experience like for you?
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. I mean, it's a little different during the combine because I'm so used to, talking to people in the facility and yelling at them like, good job and stuff. But in all, it's still awesome to be around other, people with the same dream as you and the same drive. Yes. Because a lot of people, they don't understand it. My family, they understand it and they push me. But, a lot of people, they just don't understand the aspect of 2K. It's not like every other video game. It's not like...
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not like the Street Fighter, Tekken, Fortnite. It's still competition, but you can pretty much bleed through your controller. You feel the pain as you're my player. Yeah. You want to, win as much as the next man. And when you got 4 other individuals that want to win as much as you, like your drive is that much harder. It's that much deeper of a process to do things. You start talking strategy, offensive strategy, defensive strategy. Trusting your teammates. It's hard to trust your teammates when you don't know them. We don't know them on this combine. So you switch and help somebody else and you get a defensive breakdown. Next thing you know, people aren't switching. They're not helping you.
Exactly.
So
I would, man, one of the stories for Jeremy, man, after seeing him since 2K, in 2K17 and the start of 2K18, I've seen this individual progress considerably much. From that dynamic, and it's cool. I always think, based off of paying attention to Jeremy and his gameplay and his personality, I know that it will be no problem for individuals to get into this industry and really progress and excel. All you have to do is be willing to take constructive criticism and take the knowledge that you have and provide it to someone else just as much. So, and I see that exemplified within Jeremy every single time that he steps on the court and every time he talks to individuals, on interviews, all of those dynamics. So with that stated, Jeremy, if you had one question, and before I get to that, what's your overall perspective on the combine?
Tough. If I had to simulate it, sum it up in one word, it'd be tough. But I mean, I feel like it's good. You get to, I don't know if they can hear the verbal feedback from everybody, but you can at least see, how people play and their tendencies. A lot of people, they're running up 30 and 40 points, but they're leaking out. Yes. Or you got big men that just stand up.
Tell the viewers what leaking out means.
Leaking out running out to get a basket. Once the shot goes up, they don't play defense. They play defense somewhat, and they run out. They don't try to get the rebound. They try to be the first person down the court for an easy layup.
Yeah.
And that hinders your team a lot, especially in this game mode, because you don't have, people that have the hustle rebounder, 99, with the 7'3", 340 bills, that's getting all the rebounds and chunking it down the court. Like, it's, people are the same size, and it's about if you're boxing out or not, if you have position, and, you don't know if your man has position. You need to go down there and help him. And a lot of people don't do that. They run out, try to get easy baskets, and, it looks good on the stats, but it hurts your team, especially when they rebound and kick it out for those big threes.
For sure. That's perfect. So if by you being able to explain all of that, do you feel like it replicates towards your actual win-loss record right now, or do you feel like it's still up in the air?
No, I don't think that has anything to do with my win-loss record personally. Because, it's people on both teams that do it. It's something that you just, you can get away from it, but in all, since you're the majority of the time you're only playing with people one time, you really don't have time to try to teach people things. You can just say stuff a couple times.
Exactly.
If they take heed to it, they do. If not, you have to keep pushing forward. And this playing the best game for you. Sometimes the best game for you isn't going for 30 or 40 points. Sometimes the best game is playing defense, keeping the ball moving, getting good grades, and trying to go for the win the best way you can.
Exactly.
Sometimes shooting the ball a million times isn't going for the win.
For sure. Makes sense. So, to get to this question, if you had to ask Roger here, if you had to ask him any one question, what would be that question?
What would be my question? Okay. I got one for you. Now, I heard you say you dropped like 25 with the slashing sharpshooter.
Mm-hmm. No, slashing shot.
Slashing shot. Yeah. Oh, man.
But both, on the slashing sharp, I am averaging about 20 points a game, but when I switched to the slashing shot, the 3 games that I did play, I was getting about 25 points a game.
Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. So, I got a simple question. Grind in the paint or pace and space? Like,
I'm one that grinds the paint because I like to drive. But I think spacing is so much more important in the combine. So definitely spacing the paint, taking good quality shots, I think is the best. And someone like you who's running point, you need to continue to facilitate, but also take those open shots when you have them, for sure. Because at the end of the day, in a combine like this, facilitating, playing D, communicating, being a leader on the floor is good. But also as a point guard, they're looking for you to score too, right? Because a point guard needs to lead the team not only emotionally, mentally, but also physically on the floor and be one of those leaders, right? So I definitely think that for someone the way you play too, it's a good way because you space the floor. You're not chucking shots. You're not driving the ball and trying to make a layup on a 7-to-1 center, right?
Yeah.
But definitely spacing for sure.
Perfect. So we're gonna make this quick. Thank you so much for coming out, man. It's always, bro.
Appreciate y'all.
For sure.